Hello guys, so you are applying to the university for admission, and one of the requirements is for you to submit a statement of purpose or a personal statement. Now here's the deal. A statement of purpose is not meant to be general. A statement of purpose is not a research proposal. A statement of purpose is not a descriptive essay. What then is a statement of purpose or a personal statement? In this video, I'll be sharing with you exactly what your statement of purpose should contain and certain tips and tricks you need to know about having a very good and solid statement of purpose that has the potential of guaranteeing you an admission to the undergraduate studies in the university or the master studies. So if this sounds good to you, stick around. Hello, welcome back. I appreciate you coming back to my channel to watch my videos. I have so much respect for each and every one of you. So let's get straight into it. So here's the deal. I'm going to share with you a few tips and tricks that you need to know about writing a quality statement of purpose or personal statement. They are the same. They are used interchangeably. So the first thing you need to know about writing a very good statement of purpose is that it has to be specific, guys. Even if you are writing to maybe 5 schools or you are applying to 5 different schools, make sure that you make each and every statement of purpose specific to that institution. Don't just change the titles and then the names and just submit them. No, a statement of purpose that can guarantee an admission letter is always specific. Make sure you tailor it to that university specifically. Make sure it is so customized that probably they can't even know that you have sent the same statement of purpose to another university. Make sure it is very specific and it talks specifically about the things that you are supposed to talk about. Now, the second tip that I want to share with you is that it has to be very brief. You understand? And straight to the point. Usually, most schools are going to tell you that make sure your statement of purpose is 1 page long or maximum 2 pages. Sometimes they will even give you a word count. Guys, make sure you keep to that word count or that page count that they give you. Do not exceed. If they tell you 1 page, maintain it at 1 page. If they tell you 2 pages, maintain it at 2 pages. Also, another trick that I want to share with you is this. You know, when you start writing a statement of purpose, I don't advise that you sit down one day and then write everything. No, guys. Write it, put it down, leave it for a day or two, return to it with fresh eyes, and then look at what you've written. It is most likely that after reading it, after leaving it for a while and then coming back to it, you realize that there are certain things that do not really look good and you need to work on. So it is very important that you don't sit down once and then in a day or in 2 or 3 hours, you write a full statement of purpose. You can do it that way, but it is advisable that you write it, leave it for a day or two if you have the time, and then come back to it and then reread what you have written. By then, you have fresh perspective, fresh ideas, and you can see things differently. And it will help you improve upon the quality of your statement of purpose. Another tip that I want to share with you is this. When you are done writing your statement of purpose, try as much as possible and give it to a friend to review it for you. The peer review is very, very important. Look for somebody that you have respect for academically. You understand? Someone who is ahead of you academically. That's what I mean. And then give it to them to review it for you, to read over it for you. That way they can bring their ideas and their input into it, and it can make it more rich and then more laser focused. Usually, if you are writing a statement of purpose, an SOP for an undergrad program, you can give it to someone who is in the master's program to review it for you. They can, chip in 1 or 2 things or tell you to take out 1 or 2 things that will be, very key to your admission. If you are applying to the master's program, if you can find a PhD student, why not give your statement of purpose to them and then ask them to review it for you? It is very important. The point I'm trying to make is that make sure that you have someone who can give you valuable input into your statement of purpose. Do not write it and submit it just by yourself. Give it to a second person to read and review and then tell you what they think about it, and if possible, incorporate their ideas into your statement of purpose. So now the next thing I want to show you, which is very, very critical, is what should your statement of purpose contain? What are the things that your statement of purpose should highlight? And this is very, very important. This is how I personally define a statement of purpose. When you are going for an interview, you are present in that interview physically to sell yourself for an employer to hire you. When you are on a campaign, you stand on stage or wherever it may be, and then you sell your message for people to vote for you. That is exactly what a statement of purpose does. A statement of purpose is meant to sell you. But the difference between this, the statement of purpose, and then an interview is that with an interview, you are there presently. You are present to defend whatever you have to say. But with a statement of purpose, you are not there physically to defend yourself. That is the more reason why you need to make sure that your statement of purpose is very strong, it is very laser focused, and it is very forensic enough to be able to guarantee an admission offer. And I got the opportunity of speaking with admission officers, and they say that the statement of purpose has the likelihood of determining whether you are going to get an offer or not. So it is very important. So let me take you straight into some of the things that I believe you should definitely include in your statement of purpose. So the first thing that I want to share with you that you need to include in your statement of purpose or your personal statement is an attention-grabbing beginning. Always make sure that when you're writing a statement of purpose, it starts off with something that can grab the attention of the reader. It is very important because remember that whatever program and whatever school that you are applying to, you have thousands of people who are also applying to that same program. And each and every one of them is also going to have a very strong statement of purpose. So what will make yours unique is your ability to start with an attention-grabbing beginning or introduction. Your statement of purpose should be able to grab the attention of the reader such that even after reading about 50 to 100 statements of purposes, yours still lingers in their mind. And that is a good sign that you may get an admission offer. So don't just write anything. Don't just go on Google and then just copy and paste what someone has written, because 200 people around the world probably have seen that same thing that you have seen. So what makes you different or unique? So make sure that the beginning of your statement of purpose is attention grabbing. It is something that will trigger something in the mind or in the thoughts of whoever is reading that statement of purpose. So the second thing that you need to include in your statement of purpose is your motivation for choosing that course. Whatever program you want to study, what is your motivation for choosing that program? You need to be able to include that in your statement of purpose. Explain why you want to study that course. What motivated you to choose that course? Assuming you are in humanities and social sciences, there are a lot of programs. We have sociology, we have social work, we have political science, we have so many things. If you are in engineering, we have chemical engineering, mechanical engineering, and all manner of subfields of engineering. So what triggered you to choose a particular program? Your motivation for selecting a particular program should be highlighted in your statement of purpose. It is very important. The second thing you need to make sure you include in your statement of purpose is why you chose that school. Because there are so many schools around the world. So why did you choose this particular school in Canada? Why did you choose this particular school in Canada? So here's the deal. You need to be able to explain why you feel that that is the school that you want to attend. What exactly is it about the school that attracted you to apply to that school? This is where I say that you need to make sure that you include something that is very customized to the school. So you need to be able to explain why you chose that school. And then the next thing is that why that country? If you are coming to Canada to study and then you are applying for admission, why are you choosing Canada? You should be able to explain why you are choosing Canada and you didn't choose the UK and you didn't choose US or any other country around the world. So you need to be able to explain why you chose specifically Canada for that. Your statement of purpose should be able to, that's the next thing, it should be able to describe your background and why you fit into that program. You need to be able to sell yourself, you understand? You need to be able to tell your story. When you are sharing or you are writing your statement of purpose or you are presenting your statement of purpose, make sure it tells your story. It tells a lot about your academic background. It says a lot about your professional background, and it also says a lot about why you think you fit correctly into that program. It's very important. Why do you think that the admissions committee should give you an offer over another person? You should be able to justify why you feel that you are the right candidate based on your background, and then how best that will fit into the program you are about to study, and then what you can bring on board or what you can add to the department, because they are not just looking forward to students who will come and then get taught and then maybe do their research and then they are done. They are looking forward to scholars who can also come and add something to the knowledge base that is already in that department. So it is very important that you state that as well. Another key thing that you need to highlight and mention clearly in your statement of purpose or your personal statement is your research area. You need to be able to clearly identify your research area. Assuming you are given an offer of admission, what exactly would you be researching on? Usually for the master's level, it's research based mostly, So what will you be researching on? You need to be able to clearly state your research area, the type of topic you'll be doing, what probably your thesis statement is going to be, those kind of things. You need to have a fair idea and a fair grasp of the research area that you'll be delving into. It's very, very important. Another key thing is for you to highlight your long and short-term goals. You need to be able to state it, because like I said, you are selling yourself. You need to prove to them why you believe that you are the best candidate, why they should pick you over 20 other people who have applied for that same program and probably have higher GPAs than you. So you need to be able to state your long and short-term goals so that they know that you are a very focused individual who knows what it's about, who will benefit from the program that you are applying to. And then within that department, another important thing that you need to state or note is this: if there are any professors in that department whose research interests align with yours, make sure you highlight that. You can say that, oh, I would love to work with Professor so and so because his interest lies, I beg your pardon, my research interest lies within his field of study. You should be able to mention 2 or 3 profs within that department who you would like to work with. So here's the deal: when you do that, it gives them an impression that, oh, this guy knows what he's about, this guy knows what he's doing. Those kind of things. Impression is very important, because like I said, you are not there to defend yourself. So what you write is what will create the impression and can give you some more points that will help you get an offer of admission. So it is very, very important that you state 1 or 2 profs within the department who are into the areas that you have an interest in. And the last point I want to share with you is this. Wait, if you are enjoying this video, kindly click the like button. If you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe to my channel, support the channel, and share this video with your friends and family and all your acquaintances as well. Here's the deal. Now, this is the last point, and it is very, very important. Please do not plagiarize. Do not plagiarize. Do not go anywhere, pick someone's statement of purpose and submit it. It is very, very bad. That can straight away reject your entire application. So guys, do not plagiarize. Don't even try it. Make sure you write something that is original, okay? So to summarize everything that I've said, just make sure that your introduction has an attention-grabbing sentence or phrase or something that will keep your statement of purpose in the minds of the committee even after they have finished reading a lot of applications. Also make sure that you see the motivation for you choosing the course, why you are choosing that school, why you are choosing that country. Highlight your background and why you chose that program and your long and short-term goals. And if there are any profs in the department you want to work with, make sure you include them as well. You are selling yourself, so tell your story, tell them a bit more about your academic and then your professional background. And I believe that when you put all these things together in a one one or maximum 2-page document which is very specific and laser focused, it has the potential of getting you an offer of admission to any school that you apply to. So I believe these points have been helpful to you. You can share this with your friends. You can like our page and subscribe to our channel. I'll be coming your way with more videos. God bless.